waking up at the crack of dawn, lacing up your work boots, and heading off to the field, corn knife in hand. You meet up with your buddy and the rest of your work crew before starting off the day on the AV across from Thompson's farm. At the end of the long summer day, you rip open your paycheck to see how much you brought in. You catch a glimpse of your friend. Wait, he made more than you? That's ridiculous. He showed up late twice. Oh, I forgot to mention, you're a woman. Does this seem right? No. As this shows, women should get paid the same as men. My three main points are that the pay gap between men and women is too large, families are becoming more dependent on women's salaries, and equal work should mean equal pay. As your friend goes home to relax and unwind, you are just starting to get bound up. You draw the same conclusion I have for my first point. The pay gap between you two is too large. NWLC.org gives us shocking information concerning the pay gap. NWLC stands for National Women's Law Center. Here they have worked for 40 years to create policies and laws to help women achieve their highest potential. According to this site, women are paid only 79 cents to every dollar that a man is paid. This is an even greater gap for those of different races. Regardless of a woman's education or work experience, she is still getting paid less than a man in the exact same position. In fact, women miss out on nearly $10,000 per year because of their sex. Had they been a male, they would be making $10,000 more. According to the OECD Observer and Time magazine, the pay gap is a huge problem. Reports have found that women in the South are far more likely to make less money than a man, and women of color face even larger gaps. Hispanic women are generally paid 53.8 cents to every dollar that a white male is paid. In a lifetime, an average woman loses $500,000 due to the wage gap. The wage gap doesn't just affect people in the United States. The OECD Observer shows that the gender gap is generally between 10 to 12% globally, the widest gap being 35% in Korea. The U.S. doesn't fall far behind with 15 to 18% pay gap. As you can see, the pay gap between men and women is shockingly expansive. This is the first reason why women should get paid the same as men. This pay gap doesn't just have an effect on the individual it concerns. It concerns families with working mothers. This is my second point. Families are becoming more dependent on women's salaries. AmericanProgress.org shows the importance of an increased salary in women. With the employment rate being higher among men than women, the unemployment rate being higher among men than women, families are turning to a woman's salary as the only source of income. This in itself proves that women need to be paid equally to support an entire family. Sometimes men have to work countless hours to compensate for a woman's low salary. Consequently, this means men are spending less time with their families. The Institute for Women's Policy Research found that if women were paid fairly, a single mother's income would increase by 17%. This would decrease our poverty in single mothers by 50%. NWLC.org can contribute to statistics associated with women and their families. Over 7.3 million families have women as the head of their household, as working single mothers. 2.5 million working single mothers were struggling to make ends meet, and 2 million were poor as of 2013. This means that they made less than $18,800. Many people complain about the low income of teachers in South Dakota. Well, this is nearly half of what teachers make in South Dakota. Two-parent families also suffer from the pay gap. 1.4 million married couples with children relied only on women's earnings at some point in 2013. Closing this large pay gap would benefit many families financially. As I argued in my second main point, families are becoming more dependent on a mother's salary. Pay should be centered on your work ethic and experience, not your sex or race. This leads me to my third point. Equal work should mean equal pay. From my personal experience working as a woman, I can apply to a woman's salary. In some instances, women can outwork men in their pay, and their pay should match accordingly. I have been told at some of the farms that I work at that I am a valuable asset compared to the group of all boys that I work with. I get paid more than these boys. I feel as though this could be applied to everyone throughout the world. Considering I am a woman going into a male-dominated field at the end of my 4 years of college, I would hate to see a smaller paycheck than a male who isn't as hardworking. The Department for Professional Employees, which represents working professionals in America's unions, helps to disprove all the questions in opposition of equal pay. Many people may state rather silly responses to why women don't deserve equal pay. Some people may say, women are a small part of the workforce. Women take off time to have children. Women just work as a second source of income. And we already have a law concerning this pay gap. To that, I reply, women make up 47% of the labor force. 60% of women with children under 1 work full or part-time, and there is considerable increases of families maintained by women proven earlier in the speech. And this law that we have has proven to be faulty with lack of enforcement. This is the third reason why women should get paid the same as men, and it's because equal work is equal pay. This reason, and my other two, support the idea that men and women should be equally paid. Although it is the 21st century, men and women are not getting paid equally. As I have told you, this is causing problems for women who are single mothers or even mothers of a full-time family. Women should feel comfortable about the amount that they are getting paid, especially if they are equally qualified. Help close the gap by donating to organizations that combat this inequality or create your own way to close the gap. As a review, women should get paid the same as men. The pay gap between men and women is too large. Families are becoming more dependent on women's salaries, and equal work should mean equal pay.